President Biden has been visiting France the last few days to highlight the 80th anniversary of D-Day. He's had a few public appearances, and the right decided to deceptively edit one moment and use it to question President Biden's mental fitness. But what they weren't counting on was people pushing back and revealing the truth behind the clip going around the internet. I'll show you the clip and what happened right afterwards that debunks the whole thing. There's a Twitter account called RNC Research that's run by the Trump campaign and the Republican National Committee. This nasty account has been pumping out lie after lie about President Biden and Democrats. Not that they were saints before, but the RNC has taken a real nasty turn after Trump's daughter-in-law, Lara Trump, took over earlier this year. Lara Trump's scorched earth strategy involves dedicating all of the RNC's resources to helping out Donald Trump, even to the detriment of other GOP candidates. That even includes important Senate races like Republican Larry Hogan's race in Maryland. Larry Hogan has one of the best opportunities to pick up a seat in the Senate for the Republicans, but after he tweeted about respecting the jury's verdict in Trump's trial, Lara Trump went on CNN and tanked his entire campaign.
He doesn't deserve the respect of anyone in the Republican Party at this point, and quite frankly, anybody in America, if that's the way you feel. That's very upsetting to hear that.
Now, I'm not complaining about the GOP imploding, but I'm amazed that the RNC would harm one of their best Senate candidates. There are plenty of nasty things that Donald Trump could do if he were president again, but without a Republican-controlled Senate, his power would be limited, so it makes no sense to go after Larry Hogan. So you can see that we aren't dealing with the smartest people here. And so the RNC Research account has been trying their hardest to spread lies about President Biden. Just today, they posted a few clips attempting to do just that. In the first one, they claim that Biden is struggling somehow.
There were Americans like Sergeant Leonard Lomo from New Jersey.
President Biden famously has a stutter and sometimes can get caught up on a word. But anyone who watches this clip wouldn't think much of it. And then they posted this clip of Biden walking with someone and made the claim that he can't find the stage. What in the world are they talking about? President Biden is clearly just walking and talking to someone. But yesterday, the RNC Research account went absolutely crazy and posted a clip of President Biden beginning to take his seat and then pausing for a moment.
Distinguished guests, please welcome the Honorable Lloyd J. Austin.
Right-wing media ran with this story and pointed to the moment as a sign of Biden's mental decline. Claims were made that Biden was trying to sit in an invisible chair, or that Jill Biden had to tell the president not to sit down. But when you see the whole video, not just the edited clip, you can clearly see that President Biden started to sit down and then paused when an announcement was made. But once he realized it wasn't anything important, he continued to sit down.
Distinguished guests, please welcome the Honorable Lloyd J. Austin III, Secretary of Defense of the United States of America.
There's absolutely nothing weird about this clip. The older you get, the slower you move when sitting down or getting up. And we all know that President Biden is 81 years old, so of course he's going to move a little more slowly. Big deal! The poor guy was trying to see if he should keep going while sitting down and pause for a moment. Wow! As infuriating as this is, I was thrilled to see so many articles and posts pushing back on this ridiculous narrative by the right. I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed a much bigger effort this election cycle to push back on right-wing nonsense. In the past, Democrats would mostly ignore the attacks because they wanted to be the adults in the room and focus on issues that matter. But we live in an age where people aren't watching the news and simply getting updates from headlines and clips. So it's important to push back ferociously on any nonsense that gets put out there. And you can help out too by spreading the word about the RNC's tricks. Make sure you like and comment on this video so it gets recommended to more people. Let's push back together against the RNC and make sure they can't keep tricking people.